welcome back. Since it is kind of a gross rainy day today, I thought I would come in the bathroom and film my whole hair routine from the wash to the finish and the styling. So that is what we're doing today. For reference, I have, color treated, heat damaged, if you will, hair. I try to keep trims once every few weeks. Try to put as many hair masks in to get as much moisture as I can back in my hair from the heat and the coloring. So yeah, that's kind of just a breakdown of my hair. My natural hair is very unpredictable. Sometimes it's curly, sometimes it's wavy and frizzy when I air dry it, so I just never know what I'm gonna get with my natural hair. For this video, I'm partnering up with Kerastase. I'm using their products for the video, and I'm gonna kind of start last night where I did a hair mask. So last night I washed my hair, hopped out, did a hair mask, and I am using the Resistance collection from Kerastase. It's basically for brittle hair, dry hair. So, if you are color treating and you've got heat damage, I highly recommend the Resistance line. If you aren't sure what line you need, you can always go online and they have a super simple hair quiz that will kind of tell you what you need. I did a hair mask, so when I get out of the shower, I like to apply my hair mask from the ends and then work my way up to, I don't put it directly on the root, just because if you don't wash it all out, you've got greasy hair. So, and there's just no need to put it on the root. This is where you get the most moisture from your natural oils anyways. So I really try to only put the hair mask where I get heat damage, just like this section. And I will put it around my face because that's where I do put the most heat. So my hair is a little bit more brittle and a little bit more prone to breakage around my face. Put it up in a bun and I let it sit for, just a few hours. I think most hair masks kind of call for 20 to 30 minutes, but it doesn't hurt to leave it on for a few hours, especially if it's convenient to you. So what I did was took my nail polish off, I plucked my eyebrows, I just did kind of my whole beauty routine, relaxed on the couch for a little bit, and I got up, washed my hair, and I washed my hair using the Resistance line as well, using the shampoo and conditioner. When I get out of the shower, I go in and I immediately have to dry my hair. I cannot let my hair air dry. And I didn't film any of that because I actually tried to film it, but it was really hard having to turn the blow dryer on and off and my hair was starting to dry naturally, which we don't want. So I do have my tools here. I'm going to kind of talk you through how I dry my hair. First off, you always want to put a heat protectant and you always want to put a leave-in conditioner. If you have naturally oily hair, I would probably just put kind of a very light leave-in towards your ends. I don't think you could go all over, but for me, I use a heavy leave-in and I put it pretty much all over my hair, all over my head. So then what I do, I have to do my bangs first. So I pull my hair back and I just clip my bangs like this. And I know I showed you guys this in one of my previous vlogs, so I'll just do this like quickly. So what I'll do is I'll have my wet bangs, I blow dry them down and I blow dry them side to side, down, side to side, just a couple of times. Then I part them down the middle, grab a round brush, and I basically blow dry going the opposite way, just like this, right? And then once you've done it a few times, you don't want to leave the blow dryer on it too long. I would just do it maybe 2 to 3 times. Let it cool down right here, or you can add a shot of cold air, twist, there you go. And then I pin it back with a clip, with a no crease clip while I blow dry the rest of my hair. So then for the rest of my hair, I section it off probably 4 times. So I do pretty thick sections. So what I'll do is I will clip it up like this. And I like to use a 2-in-1 brush. And just FYI, because some people on Instagram thought that this dark stuff is my hair. It is not my hair, the bristles are just black, so this is not my hair. Blow dry both ways, and then right on my last one, I'll wrap it all the way around the brush and then twist it like that, and it gives you a nice natural looking curl. At least for my hair. This really depends on your hair thickness, the weight of your hair, the length of your hair, etc. So once I get towards the top, the crown, so maybe from here up, I blow dry up and away from my face. So I will take my brush just like this and I blow dry up and away. Same in the back as well. Blow dry up, just like that. Then after I blow dry, I use the Kerastase 8-Hour Magic Night Serum. And this basically works overnight. You can put it on damp hair, you can put it on dry hair, and you don't need to rinse it out. So I spray this in my hair, and it pretty much just kind of adds vitamins and nutrients overnight. You will wake up and your hair is so soft. It's definitely one of my favorite products out of the whole entire line. This is like a holy grail product that you can't live without. It's awesome. I have the type of hair that when I blow dry it, you know, for a few hours afterwards, I can't touch it with more heat. I just need to let it relax and lay. So I usually sleep in it overnight, and then that's where we are today. I blow dried last night, and so here we are. It's just, all of that is so hard to film and talk to the camera because it has to go really quickly. It's gotta keep moving. So we're gonna start here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go over my bangs one more time quickly. I'm not gonna add any heat. I really just need to fluff them up with some air. And that usually helps, even if I put the blow dryer on warm, like very, very, very warm, not hot. So that is what we are going to do now. Just section off the bangs, flip the rest back. Part down the middle. Let it cool. And then twist. I just trimmed my bangs. I gave myself a trim myself, so they're nice and like fluffy right now. I love these no crease clips. So we just want to pin them just like that. So we do the other side. All right, so now I'm going to style my hair. Always spray heat protectant before styling dry hair. Even if you put it on last night before blow drying, I always put it on dry hair as well. Kerastase has a really great one. I will link below. All right, so I'm gonna section off my hair first. I'm gonna reclip this, starting from the bottom here. Actually, I used that 8-Hour Magic Night Serum last night. My hair is so soft. I like to use a pretty big barrel, and I like a barrel that is all one size. Whenever my hair was longer, I used this one with an extra long barrel, and you see the wand kind of starts out big and then goes smaller, and I feel like that's great for long hair to make those really beautiful, sorry, I'm having a problem. If you want the type of curls that are just really voluminous and just kind of like a head full of curls, like no waves, just straight curls. But since my hair is a little bit shorter, you know, I got it cut a few weeks ago, I like to use this bigger barrel because I think it creates more of a natural looking wave, but still holding volume without being like super curl, like tight coils. Whenever I freshly blow dry and my hair has no styling to it, I like to take my time and do pretty small pieces. In the days between washes, I really don't need to do as small pieces. It's just kind of maintenance, and I can do bigger pieces, and I don't even really have to do my whole head. But for my first time, I really like to take my time. So I'll leave it on just for a second, and then just kind of hold it in your hand while it cools. Some people do this, some people don't. It just kind of helps hold the curl. If your hair has a hard time holding, then definitely try that trick. It makes a pretty big difference, I will say. And I don't like to go all the way to the end. See, I'm holding the end of my hair between my fingers. The less heat on your ends, the better. I'm having a hard time seeing what I'm doing because the camera's in the way. This resistance line smells so good. I can smell it while I'm styling it right now. Speaking of lines, they actually have so many lines to choose from. That's why I think it's so important to take the hair quiz, because you're like, oh, that applies to me. Oh, but that applies to me too. So it is kind of confusing, but it's good. I mean, you know, everybody has such different hair types that taking a quiz, I feel like it's just so much easier. They've kind of designed it for you to make it easier, but they have lines for all different hair types, textures, addressing any concern you might have, whether it be dry hair, colored hair, you know, heat damage. Options are endless. I will say with this bigger barrel, it was really hard to get used to. I kept burning my neck because it's so big. But I'm like finally getting used to it. So I'm not gonna run my fingers through just yet. I like to wait until my hair fully cools down before I run my fingers through it. So just curl it and then leave it alone until you're fully done. Okay, I'm gonna finish doing this and then I will see you in a second. Oh, while I'm here, I might as well. So I have this little baby straightener that I use because I only straighten out like kind of these pieces around my face because they kind of get stuck to my head or they get a little curl. So I just have this little baby straightener that I just barely go over and then I'm done. I don't touch it again. I'm just so paranoid about these hairs breaking off because that's where, like when my hair was at its worst, like 4 or 5 years ago, this is just where I get the most breakage. So try to be real careful. All right, just got done doing my curls. So now I'm going to run my fingers through and break up all the curls. You might need to go back and, go over a few pieces if you feel like it's just not laying right. Well, I feel like the messier the better. I mean, you don't want perfectly coiled curls. You want it to look a little messy, a little bit undone. Let me look at the back here. Here's the back. And now, I always add an oil, no matter what. It is like my cannot skip this step situation. So I'm using the Kerastase Elixir Ultime, which is their most iconic product. It's an oil for all hair types, textures. It's also great for thin hair. I feel like most hair oils I use, you can just tell right away that they're so heavy and just have too much weight to them that it would just weigh down thin hair. So I do feel like this is a hair oil meant truly for all hair types. It smells really great. It adds tons of shine. Doesn't weigh your hair down. See, I feel like I still have volume, but with less frizz. But you can kind of use at your own discretion. On day one, I don't like to use a ton of hair oil. Like I said, I do use a hair oil every time I style, but I don't like to do a ton towards the beginning. My hair, as it gets dirty, gets a little bit more dry towards the end. So as my hair gets closer to needing to be washed, then I'll add a little bit more hair oil, which I know doesn't make sense, but I don't put the oil on my scalp, as you shouldn't. You have enough natural oils up here. You want to keep the oil down here. So my hair kind of works backwards. Instead of getting oily, it gets dry. So I use the Elixir Ultime just kind of throughout the week, a little bit more progressive. Same with hairspray. I just add texture spray to my bangs here. I don't do a hairspray and I don't put it on the rest of my hair. I really like to enjoy fresh, clean hair with minimal products the first couple of days. And then I need the dry shampoo, I need the hairspray, I need the oil, I need lots of band-aids. Yes, I will link everything below. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I was introduced to Kerastase about 3 years ago. I started buying from Sephora. I haven't used the Resistance line. That's actually a new line for me. I used a different line the first time I got it, but I can say for my hair, the Resistance line is the best one I've used from Kerastase. Yeah, it'll all be linked below, and I will also put, like the ones I've used, at least, like the dry shampoo, the hairspray. If you are looking for something for yourself or a gift for the Christmas coming up. Sorry, it's like early in the morning. I'm still trying to get my brain together. I will see you guys in my next video, and remember, if you have any questions, feel free to ask below and I will keep an eye on that. Don't want to do like a routine and leave you hanging if you have any questions, but I'll see you next time.